Hey, welcome everybody. It's great to be with you again. A little bit chilly here in North Carolina today. I'm actually out in the cemetery, and the reason I am is I've just come from 2 hours at the Adoration Chapel. The students, faculty, and staff here have done 40 hours devotion at the Adoration Chapel to pray for the 60 million children who have died through abortion and to pray for an end to abortion. We normally would be in Washington, D.C. actually marching today. The 22nd last week, as I'd mentioned to you, was the actual date of the Roe v. Wade decision. Today was the day the march was supposed to take place. I believe it's being done virtually, but it's not the same. So I thought I'd come out here today and just emphasize that the importance of prayer, and for you to know the whole community here is praying for an end to abortion. In today's world, we talk about the advances of science and technology and how much that means. And so many people depend on that. I think our reason and logic can tell us that that's a human being before they're born. But today with technology and science, I mentioned it last week, I think, the 4D ultrasounds, just go look at them. They're remarkable. And there is no way today's world with the science we have that anybody could question whether there's a human being inside a woman in her womb when she's pregnant. So it's something that is vitally important. We talk about all the things going on in our world today, all the challenges and so forth. There is nothing that is more important. 60 million people have died and are continuing to die, and unfortunately, there's legislation being proposed to be moved forward that would codify Roe v. Wade, that would appoint abortion, sympathetic judges. And I just saw the news today that talked about international funding for abortion now is going to be coming from the United States. It's horrific. It's horrific. And I think, again, I just pray for an end to it. And I think we got to take whatever actions we can that are appropriate, that are legal, to try to do what we can to stop it. So I hope you'll join me in that. Again, I'm out here today because I don't know if you know this, but in the cemetery here, there are a few grave sites that are actually for unborn children. And I just thought I'd bring attention to it and just talk about the importance of it. And being out here also, I look back behind me over here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's the gravestones or the markers for the monks, and it makes me think of the monks. And I want to ask for your prayers for Father David Kessinger. He's been having a lot of serious health issues, and just last week he fell and he broke his hip. He's in the hospital right now, and he has some other issues going on. So please keep him in your prayers. He's such a wonderful, good priest and monk, and many of you know him and love him, and it would mean a lot to know that you and I and everybody here are praying for him. As far as COVID goes, we've been really blessed. Given what's happened in the country and the proliferation of cases and so forth, right now, I think we currently have 3 residential students who are being isolated. We have actually separate housing for anyone that needs to be isolated, but we only have 3 students here on campus. I think there's 2 commuter students off campus that were positive. But other than that, we're doing well, and we're doing well because of the perseverance and the dedication of everybody here on campus. People are wearing their masks, we're doing the physical distancing, we're trying to do the things that we're called to do. It's been a long time of doing it for everybody, I know, but I'm just grateful that everybody continues to persevere and to go with it, to minimize the cases, because I want to keep this going. It's been just incredible having everybody back here on campus. And we've tried to do our part too. Like, we've actually just put in these plasma ionization units in actually 11 buildings already, and there's 5 more that we have to go that are actually in process right now. It sounds like something Back to the Future, plasma ionization units. But what they do is actually kill all of the viruses in the air, including COVID-19. It'll also help with just the general air quality of the buildings as they exist anyway, which is always a positive thing. But the fact that it's for COVID is also of great benefit to us. So again, we're trying to do everything we can to help with that. Something unrelated to really COVID, but something I think you'll all appreciate, at least those that are on campus here, is that we're moving towards what's called Wi-Fi 6, which is a much stronger, faster signal for our Wi-Fi, signaling on campus for, obviously phones and computers and iPads and everything else that we have going. So that's coming now. Nash Hassan, who is our CIO, who runs the IT department here at the college, is in process with that. So I'm excited about that, looking forward to that coming. And again, I just go back to thanking everybody. I mean, our students here are just incredible. For those students that are listening to me, you're incredible. For those that aren't here, I'm telling you, they're amazing. Just wonderful, good, people. And I'm just so grateful for everybody being back here together. Again, despite mask and distancing and the other things that we need to do, we have about as normal life, I think, as you can have, and it's been great having everybody back after the break. I think everybody was really looking forward to coming back and now being back. Athletics has just taken off. I mean, we are just, amazing what's happening there. I think, men and women's basketball, men's volleyball, wrestling, they're all receiving national votes for national rankings at this point. I think men's volleyball is undefeated. Mitch Dean, I think, who wrestles 165-pound weight class, if I remember correctly, he's ranked 8th in the country as we speak. And so athletics here is just, booming, taking off, doing well just across the board, which is, again, just wonderful to see. I'll also let you know that Stephen Miss and the athletic department, the coaches here, the dedication is amazing. We are so ahead of our peers. The number of competitions that we have scheduled, that we've already done and so forth, is far greater than any of our peers, whether it's in our conference or even the surrounding area. So it's just a tribute to them and everybody, and I know our student athletes really appreciate the fact that everybody's made the sacrifice to try to make all of this possible. And enrollment, we're ahead right now year over year in enrollment. I think right now we're 70 deposits ahead of last year at this time, which bodes well for next fall. So all in all, things are really going well. I mean, despite the COVID and the difficulties that go with that and, whatever other issues, financial and so forth, we're doing everything we can to overcome all of those challenges. And together here, it's just been remarkable. The community here is amazing, and can never thank everybody enough. And I hope if you're not on campus, I hope that you'll come to visit soon. I hope I'll see you soon. But until then, take care and God bless.